After that glorious introduction, we are now.
Oh, all right.
We've been recording the past couple minutes.
Oh, man.
Not minutes, seconds. This is our pilot.
This is the pilot for the Sick Ghouls.
This is the Sick Ghouls.
That's Luke. Otis Timlin.
OT.
Give only my last name to honor my namesake.
The Tim. How are you today?
Lousy.
Lousy.
Box of cereal, $6, Luke. Box of cereal is $6. What the kind of economy? What kind of sick world is this? $6.
Can you believe 8 million people voted for this?
80.
80 million. Sorry, 80 million. No. I apologize. 80 million.
That's all right. More people voted for Joe Biden than voted for Kennedy and Nixon combined in 1960.
He's just that good. And you know what it was? It was that black queen, folks. That black queen, Kamala Harris, folks.
Oh, the president's here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I love Kamala, folks.
I would have put on a tie. No, we love these guys, folks.
But yeah, it's our first episode. We're coming from the glorious 2-bedroom in Norristown, PA.
N-Town, baby.
City of Angels. The new City of Angels, Norristown, PA.
Angels, their first name.
Most of the people here, Angels as their first name.
Yeah.
But we love them, folks. Good people, good people. For dinner today, I had a bag of Doritos and a bag of chocolate-covered pretzels.
Well,
that was $7.
To really embrace Norristown, you should eat Doritos only from the couch.
Yeah.
Under the couch cushions.
Well, I work on the couch, too. I also live on the couch and sleep on the couch.
Well, it's better than sleeping in the stairwell.
Well, yes, that's the big problem with the glorious apartment is that we have a neighbor whose house is under the stairwell.
Yeah, he's a squatter.
It's a studio under there.
Yeah, he's a squatter, but he lays down. It's amazing.
Yeah. So
he's a laying squatter.
In New York, that'd be actually $150 a month in New York, but Norristown, it's free.
And he's gonna say when we throw him out with him being a lay squatter that it's because he's non-binary. But I accept all kinds. You just can't be. You should have to pay for the heat and stuff in here.
We've had a homeless guy living on the underneath the stairwell. It's literally right outside of our. You walk out the door, you open the door, you go up the stairs.
Recount
and
the
leave.
time you saw him, when you first met him.
Oh yeah, that's good. So the day before you told me he was living under the stairs, and I was like, I guess I was trying to put it in the back of my mind so I didn't think about it because it's really bad.
Yeah, it's like cockroaches.
It's worse.
Yeah, it's a person.
It's a 6-foot bearded black cockroach.
Yeah,
he was black.
You're right, and yeah, cockroaches can't abduct you based on racial undertones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, just like black people, cockroaches can live 9 days without their head too.
Wow.
And,
Luke is a black man.
I forgot to say
we are mixed people. If you add us up, we have almost a full black person here.
Yes, I'm half black and I'm half Sicilian, so I'm fully black.
He's a black man.
Otis, say you're
quarter black. And Arab as well. I make fun of all of them. I don't care.
Yes.
But as if I wouldn't, if I were an Irishman.
Yes, exactly. But again, to recount, so you told me about the homeless guy in the stairwell, and I was getting back. We're also open mic comics, or could we say comedians, or we say open mic comics?
No, we're comedians, baby. We're big
comedians
stars.
in the great Philadelphia comedy scene. We love Philadelphia comedy.
I love it. The Philly comedy scene is only second to the Phoenix outdoor ice skating rink.
At least there you can get nacho cheese
laugh harder so we could make a fucking reel of us laughing.
Yes.
Zoom ins on the face, close up.
Yes.
Ha ha! Ho 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 ho!
Okay, and then so we're also Philadelphia comics. But again, so you told me about the homeless guy, and I got back from a mic in Philadelphia, and I'm walking to go and to the room, and I see a pair of legs under the stairs, and I did the very manly. I saw it and I went, and I saw him. I left the building and I see him get up and he moved and he left the apartment. And then later on we had the great Jimmy. So you saw him in the laundry.
No, under the other stairwell in the back. I was taking the garbage out and it was late. I was coming back down the stairs and I saw some guy there. He was like adjusting, pretended not to see me at all. And I thought...
Because you know how you go into the bottom of the stairwell and you start adjusting yourself.
Yeah, when you're laying there. He didn't have a pillow, but he had a backpack, thank goodness.
At least he's comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to give him $1, but I I sent it to Ukraine instead. I couldn't.
If you give him money, he'll just stay there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, the one time we were with our friend Jimmy, and we saw the homeless. You said you saw him in the laundry room. I thought, or was that the back of the stairwell?
Yeah. The second time I saw him, he was in the laundry room on the
Yes.
window. It's one of those big extended windowsills for a bottom floor apartment. So you're like looking up,
Yeah.
paranoid. There's going to be roaches. I saw a few in the hallway, and I saw one in here once. You remember?
I haven't seen ants. I've seen ants.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta get some house centipedes in here, but before that,
No, I hate the scent. I know they eat everything.
they get everything though.
Well, so does Chris Christie.
That's a good
And
point.
I'm not voting for him. We're voting for Ram Swamy.
Vivek Ramaswamy, folks.
We'll
What a guy.
We'll have the Christie. That'll be our part to be accepted by the liberal media. Shitting on Chris Christie.
Yes.
It's easy. His name is ridiculous. His parents should be. Well, no, we have to censor that because it's his.
Yeah,
he could go
but
to jail.
Did you? Well, Chris. Oh, yeah, but okay. Anyway, did you see the video? He was at the Cubs game, and somebody
How many seats did he buy?
the whole row, and that was he actually bought a whole row for migrant workers. But at the Cubs game, somebody said, "Christy, you suck," and he goes up to him and he gets to their, like right in their face and he goes, "How about you have another beer?" And then he walked away, and I actually thought that was pretty funny.
Wow.
But we saw him we saw the homeless guy the third. I don't think he voted for Christie. We saw the homeless guy a third time, and we were gonna
We were not going to fight him. We were just going to say, hey,
we're
get
gonna
out
try
of
and
here.
intimidate him.
No, I was not. I was just going to say, excuse me, sir. Would you please consider leaving within the month?
But we brought weapons.
Yeah, a broom. We brought a broom
I know.
out.
We had the Civil War sword we have. In
The Civil War sword, of course.
Yes. So.
But
I bring this. I like that this was brought up because we can talk about the scenario we played out with the.
Oh yeah. This is a favorite.
You're gonna play me. I'm gonna play the.
Yeah, I'll play
homeless
Luke.
guy.
Luke said, these people, they feel this sense of entitlement to just come in and sleep under the stairwell.
Yeah.
They do, as if the park doesn't have benches.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be Luke, and he'll be the
homeless guy.
Right. The person experiencing homeless. Oh my God! What? Do you even live here? What are you doing? You're sleeping under the stairs?
Yo, why are you yelling?
That's the thing. That's if you're ever squatting somewhere, I think the counter accusal could work really well. If it's
that's
soft...
why like people get mad at Karens sometimes for being Karens, but sometimes they're needed. Because if we had a white pixie cut white woman living here,
oh yeah, capris be out.
The rent would probably be lowered by 20% too if we had a person there. But I did the Karen thing and I wrote signs, and I said, what did it say? It said hobo living in stairwell.
Yes.
If seen, please contact the property and 911. And listen, ever since those signs have been out,
no hobo. Yeah, he's on the rails now. He probably down Arkansas way by this point.
He down Arkansas way working in the milk mines.
I would have liked to have been a boxcar hobo for like a weekend. If I were in
That wouldn't be
Westworld,
bad.
that's what I do.
No,
It's
not bad.
I would.
They'd probably make more money than I do now.
Yeah,
I'm
mean,
$60,000 in debt. They had no debt.
yeah. And I could look at a cactus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not? Some of those jobs seem like I wouldn't mind being a good old fashioned farmhand. That wouldn't be. That's kind of stupid for me to say as a black man saying that.
Yeah. Georgia used to have a lot of those. Mississippi, Georgia.
Oh, Georgia.
The
Georgia.
state.
Okay. Yeah.
They used to have a lot of farmhands. Good union too for those guys.
Great union.
They got even Juneteenth off.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
They got Martin Luther King Day off, and when the union rep told them, they said, "Who the fuck is Martin Luther King?"
Yeah,
Because he wasn't born for another 60 years.
Yep, but now they're blue no matter who. They just voted blue in 2020. I think that's the state that indicted Trump.
Yeah.
I told my brother, I said, Atlanta might be a pretty good team this year because he's still trying to find a team to root for in the NFL.
This is an ongoing saga.
With my brother, Jake, friend of the show, and he was like, "I'm never going to cheer for anything in Georgia after what they did to Trump." And
I like that.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
that.
If you like, he's a ride or die Trump guy. So
He can be in the courtroom yelling 28-3 at people.
he could. Yeah, he could. I was thinking about this recently. I was thinking about how if Trump wins the next election, he's pretty much like the Tom Brady of politics, especially because
The longevity.
If he wins this election,
Yeah.
this coming election, that's like Super Bowl 51 through 53.
Mm.
He wins. He shocks the world coming back from a deficit
To win
in the first election, like the way Brady did at Atlanta, and then he loses to the liberal Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then it was high scoring, and then he wins,
Yeah.
comes back and wins. But yeah, you said that Giuliani, the Julian Edelman of the politics, is Giuliani. Yeah.
He, because he's he's short. That's the only comparison I have. And the name.
Gronk would be what the hell is that guy's name?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones would be a good one. I would say Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon.
That's a Gronk type.
Yes, well, Steve Bannon, I think he went to jail, like a country club jail.
Really?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
But
wow.
I don't know if Gronk could go that deep for it. You see, so he's trying to get stolen valor on all those USAA commercials. He's saying, "Let me be part of your military."
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's how pathetic it is in this country. We need to.
I was just watching a clip of Gronk recently. He only had 5 fumbles his entire career.
That's incredible.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Well, then he could probably pull off insurance front. That's what that commercial's about. That
Yeah.
insurance is so hard to get that like people are committing fraud, even millionaires.
Yeah.
For
It's
but-
ridiculous.
Hmm.
I really think this country is going to – I mean, I hope it succeeds. It's not going to. I don't think it is.
The U.S. of A.
Just the culture we have, like seeing people that have like social media like careers just doing minimum stuff.
Go off.
I'm gonna try. I mean, it's
You
just
tell
like,
him no.
Yeah, it's just like it's horrible.
I agree, and I hate women too, Luke. Thank you.
I didn't say that
Because it's
folks, we love women.
well,
folks.
we know what you're saying without saying. I know what they're all saying, folks. You can read between the lines.
Yes, you can, folks.
When Trump waves his arm in the air, that means sandstorm coming, folks. That you better take shelter.
Darude sandstorm, folks.
Anyhow, I hate when people say they're influencers. That you're projecting that you're influencing these people's lives. Maybe they just like to laugh at you.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's a nothing career.
Superhuman is not an influencer.
Superhuman's not.
This is a young lad who has an incredible following. He films himself in his yard throwing himself onto Legos and flower pots. And
Yeah, mentally disabled guy is jumping off of.
I don't know if
trampoline.
he's mentally disabled, Luke. I think he's pretty intelligent, actually.
He's not. He's not. He's inferior human, not superhuman.
Because he likes the Insane Clown Posse, of whom I'm not a fan.
I don't really mind the Insane Clown Posse that much. They have 2 songs I like, but yeah, I don't really mind that.
Well, the
It's
less
just,
said about them, the better.
it's just the flipping onto flower pots and barbed wire,
Yeah,
and the fact that gets likes. It's like, well, this kid needs to stop. He's gonna
yeah.
be
I
in an
agree.
early grave.
I agree. And what's his name? Foley? Mick Foley?
Not Mick Foley.
No,
Not Mick
Superhuman.
Foley.
Superhuman, yeah.
Like I'm on TikTok. I don't go on it much, but the stuff I watch is horrible. It's just like families filming their demented parents.
Hate that. Yeah, that's elder abuse.
Yeah, it's horrible, and it's like he's
Look at how old and stupid my mother
Yeah,
is.
the guy.
Look at it. She used to raise me, and now she's stupid. Her brain's nothing. Her
Yeah.
brain's applesauce.
The guy wakes up. Where am I?
Yeah.
How'd I get here?
Look at
Dad, you live with me. Uncle Bill's dead. He's dead. Uncle Bill's dead. Does that make you sad?
Yeah. Hey, look at my 90-year-old father. He fought in the Korean War. Look at him. Look at him. Hey, there he is. Look at him. He can't keep his neck up. He can't raise his chin.
And it's either that or it's people with like Down syndrome that are like trying to sing in front of like, and it's like, I mean, that's fine.
No, there are ones with moving, inspirational, vague quotes that girls in yoga outfits point at. They're like pointing left, pointing right, and it's like, it will get better. Sun will come out.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like, what it really bothers me, that's the same thing where it goes to be like, it's like the remember like you're in a high school assembly and they bring up like somebody with like Down syndrome to like sing a song for like a talent show.
No,
that didn't happen in your school.
No,
that's good. They happened in my school.
They were beaten up.
Oh, they were beaten up. Okay,
by the janitors.
You got
janitors would fucking crack them with mops and all of it.
Yeah.
Janitors really did used to sell tins of Grizzly Chew to fucking like.
Oh, I loved Grizzly Chew.
High school sophomores.
I was a big Grizzly Chewer.
Could you imagine the shock when a kid came out of like the janitor's closet with a can of Chew instead of a?
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. Yeah, my janitors. One got fired for having sex with arrested for having sex with a student. The other one got fired for stealing a laptop.
He do time?
Yeah, we also had 2 people in my high school class They're both in prison. One was the music professor, music teacher. The other one was the theater director. Both in prison for having sex with a student.
Same student?
I don't know about that.
Man.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I was trying to ask my friend. This happened like 5 years ago. And this happened while we were out of high school. And I tried to ask my friend who it was, and he was saying, "Oh, I can't tell you." And it's like,
oh my God!
yes, you can. We're not in high school.
It's the most exciting thing to ever happen to that guy, whatever the.
I know he wanted to keep a room. Yeah, I know.
That's like, yeah, he wanted to feel like he was. Listen, I want it. It's like the president with aliens. I'd love to tell you, I can't.
Both people that got arrested for that. One, you can look it up. Chris Serpentine and Jeremy Triplett.
Chris Serpentine's pretty shifty. I'm surprised they got him.
He's like a snake. He's horrible. But
yeah.
I remember one time I got called to the principal's office one
Chris
time.
Serpentine is his name?
Yeah. He was a nice guy, too.
Wait, this is a person you knew? That was his name?
He was the one that had sex with the student. He was a theater director. He was really nice to me.
He's in jail right now?
He's in jail. Or else he's on parole. I'm not sure.
White privilege.
But you can look that up. Yeah, if his name was Chris Summers, he'd be in the prison right now. Yeah, we're walking in. I was sitting there because I was about to get called into the principal's office, and I was nervous. And he goes, "You guys are going in the principal's office?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, you seem nervous." I go, "Yeah, I am." He goes, "Don't sweat it. I never sweat when I was in high school." This guy peaked. He peaked in high school. He peaked in high school when he was 18 and when he was 35 having sex with a student. That's when he peaked. And then the other guy,
wait a minute. What were you at the office for?
There was a fight.
Taking a knee during the pledge?
It was probably that, yeah. And then the music teacher got arrested for having sex with a student. He would brag about because he played piano for the Pope when he came to Philadelphia.
Oh, great. The Pope is a bitch. I've never liked this Pope.
This Pope I don't like
I hate the Pope.
Pope Francis, you're a loser,
He's not
folks.
good. And I didn't care much for Benedict either.
No. I mean, they're all.
I like John Paul because he was a marathon runner.
Yeah, these guys are just like, they just skeeve me out.
Yeah. The Pope? Why? Because they're turtle-shaped, every one of them? They're hunched.
They just look evil.
Yeah.
They look like
because they are. They're the head of Christianity.
Yeah.
Come on now. Other than that, that guy from the wood blocks or whatever the fuck.
Guy from the wood blocks.
That hippie.
Yeah.
They killed him. But yeah, I've always
the Lincoln logs.
I've only Pope John Paul, when he died actually, Jerry Seinfeld was supposed to wake up the next Pope for when they shot the smoke out of the fucking Vatican. He missed it. John Paul, get up!
Come on, John Paul, we missed you. Jerry the Pope Jerry.
And then the Pope is obviously a lizard. Even the Cardinals.
They look like lizards.
Yeah,
they
Tyler
really
Murray's
look like
a lizard.
Lizards.
Yeah,
they look reptilian.
I bet they have the split tongues. They have little triangles that
they
put in.
They spit venom, which is actually little kids. That was stupid. I'm sorry. That was a Philly podcast thing.
Who let us do this?
What did we just pants and kiss each other? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
No, dude, but it's all right because my cousin is actually obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
So because of that, I can actually use slurs.
Yeah, my uncle's son has dyslexia. I could say that.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell this story. One day I was shopping. I was going to grocery shop with my mother when I was like 13. You ever hear of Thriftway?
Thriftway?
Thriftway.
It's a T.I. song.
Is it really?
No.
I didn't know that. It's a
horrible. I don't know any T.I.
It's
music.
a ghetto grocery store. Disgusting ghetto grocery store. And my mom, we were shopping there, and as we were leaving, she said,
"What day of the month?"
It probably was the first of the month. I'm being
Nice.
honest. It most likely was. I would be shocked if it wasn't.
Awesome.
And we were shopping, and then she said something that pissed me off. And she turned around. I remember I flipped her off behind her back, and I stuck my tongue out at her.
Oh yeah.
And this black dude that was leaving saw me do that, and he goes up to my mom, and he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh
your
my
son,
God! What a piece of."
When you turn your back, he flipped you the bird and stuck his tongue at you. And he goes up to me and goes, "Young man, you can't be doing that to you. That's your mother.
Yeah.
You gotta respect her. That's your mother." A year later, my mom tells me, "Because remember that guy that told you to, not flip me off?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
He died crack overdose.
You can't be serious.
I'm 100% serious.
How did she know it was crack?
Because she knew him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this guy was throwing you under the bus trying to hit your mom.
Yeah.
He said you shouldn't be flipping off your mom. What do you think he says if his girlfriend talks back to him?
Nothing. He just uses.
You think he says, "I'm glad you're empowered"?
His actions speak louder than his words.
Yeah,
because his action is punching her in the face.
and it's impressive he can do it with only one hand because he's lighting the crack pipe that he's holding with his teeth.
It's ridiculous.
That's why you can't be doing middle fingers. You have to use it to hold the pipe and light it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did
you ever do the Chinese middle finger?
Which one's that?
That's the pink. That was the thing when I was in first grade.
I remember that. Yeah.
They would say that all the time. Now the Chinese middle finger is a bat, but it's
we.
Oh my goodness, it's racially insensitive.
It is.
My name is Stapasian. Hey.
Stapasian. Hey.
Yo, that's my sister. Stapasian. Hey.
Stapasian. Hey.
She be wildin'.
She be wildin'.
My brother always the highest motherfucker in the room. We call him falsetto. His estimation of what does it do the?
Anytime I see someone do something embarrassing that I like, I always put my estimation of John Sacramone as a man just plummeted. That's my favorite Sopranos quote.
That's that ancient Sicilian dialect.
It is.
Yeah, it's been passed down for generations from murderer to murderer.
Yeah, the worst part about that show is that all the actors, like 95% of the actors besides like Bobby Bacala, they're all like insanely woke people. Especially
Michael Imperioli
is the main person.
Worst.
He's the worst.
The worst.
He's a loser. Tony, what do you want me to do? You want me to whack him? Also, you can't be saying the N-word no more, Tone. It's not good. Question, what the are you talking about? You can't say it, Tone. It offends him. I said whatever the I want, Chrissy.
He'll be doing PETA commercials. Meanwhile, he was in that show. He sat on a dog to shoot heroin and killed it. And he'll be saying, "You're wearing fur?
Yeah.
What the f*** is wrong with you? You should wear this synthetic blend, $900, right from Singapore. Some kid died making it. Now I'm wearing it.
I saw something. He was like, he's a really big fan of Dante, the
Culpepper.
No.
No.
Dante, the Italian author.
Oh yeah.
So his house is like all like Dante inspired stuff.
Oh, it's on fire.
It should be. It's stupid. That's what my brother is a big. You know how big my brother is a Sopranos fan.
Oh, the man loves it. That and the Peaky Blinders.
That and the Peaky Blinders. Yeah,
a lot of tribalism in those shows.
Yeah, he was.
It's like he's waiting for a race war to
maybe.
begin.
Yeah. He's not a big fan of The Wire. I wonder why that is. And he was. He was. He always talks about how great James Gandolfini was as an actor. Is he really that good of an actor? Like he's great in Sopranos, but I've only seen him play Italian guys.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I've only seen Jackie Chan play heterosexual guys.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so
I was saying like he was like I was like, yeah, but you're lucky he died when he died because you'd hate him now.
Yeah,
because you'd be like,
it's good. I'm glad his kid didn't have puberty yet before you saw him dead on the fucking
I'm not
floor
saying
of a
that.
hotel.
I'm not saying that because he's a Trump guy. So I'm saying like lucky he wasn't alive during these times. He'd be like, what the f am I out? You voting for?
Well, no, he'd vote for Hillary because he likes corruption. He's a mob leader.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Hey, she got locked up. She didn't say nothing.
She didn't say nothing. She's not a rat.
No.
Trump didn't serve in the military. What the f***'s wrong with him? That show's great, though.
Oh, my God, yeah. And the cool thing is Tony is only slightly more of a feminist than Hillary Clinton.
I would agree. I think Tony is a little almost as corrupt as Hillary Clinton as well.
Hillary's a top 2 feminist in her marriage.
And Tony has not killed as many people as Hillary Clinton has.
No. She sons him.
Yeah, no, she.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm May, but she's different. She's above.
What's this shit? What do you want to know?
She might as well be the Don.
You ain't gotta look at my emails, okay?
Yeah. Then she comes in with Bill. What? No Z tonight. That's the scene. They're eating pasta because they're Italian.
Yes,
Give it up for them, folks.
Yes,
we love these Italians.
Yeah, I had pasta the other day. Rigatoni noodles with meatballs.
God bless them, folks.
I'm not a big fan of the rigatoni noodles.
Oh, I love rigatoni.
No,
here he is. Hey, Tony Rigatoni's here. He's going to fucking kill Chrissy over heroin.
That's Tommy Salami's brother, Tony Rigatoni.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose weight, and the others like concerned about my diet. And then yesterday, what did they serve me? Pasta with garlic bread.
Who, your family?
Yes.
Those bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then make pad thai then next time.
You should get emancipated.
I should.
Yeah.
I should.
You can file that paperwork.
Yeah.
Maybe someone will adopt you. Michael Mack, future guest, great comic, future guest on the show.
Michael
Friend
Mack.
of the show.
We love Michael Mack, folks.
We love him. We love him. Big gym teacher energy, folks, and he's going to adopt Lukey, and they're going to be a father-son golfing team.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Both wearing visors, folks.
Dunbar's thinking of hitting high note.
Brandon
Wednesday.
Dunbar. Good
That guy's
comic.
a slack jaw.
Yeah.
He's a lightweight, folks. Brandon Dunbar, what a lightweight.
I don't know what he's got going on up there.
Nothing.
No, he's
Nothing. But we'll have him on the show.
Yeah, oh yeah. I hear that, somebody had the Neanderthals did make some important discoveries. The wheel.
The wheel?
Those people were. It wasn't Einstein who discovered it, so you don't have to be that bright.
The fire. Can't forget the fire.
No, we love Dunbar. Miles Sanders, best running back in the league last year. Somehow this year he's barely top 15 in this guy's estimation. Delusional Philly sports fan, but we love the guy.
Yeah, I
Lives in Seacane, did.
Yeah, Seacane did. Okay. Another thing we wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the SpongeBob. We're big SpongeBob heads here.
Adore it.
I wanted to see if you can rattle off some characters. I did no show prep for this at all. It was only the pilot episode. And tell me who you think they're going to vote for in the 2024 election. Okay, can you do that for me?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's no.
Should we prep for this, or is it going to be off?
No. I can tell you who they're going to vote for in 2024.
Yeah.
All right.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Who is going to vote for in the 2024 election?
Joe Biden.
Okay. Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Patrick Starr.
Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Patrick would be a Trump guy.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
stupid Trump fans.
Yeah, I guess there are, unfortunately.
We went to the rally. We saw a lot of dumb Trump
at the
fans.
rally, I'll tell you what, there were like 2 people who booed Dr. Oz. Stunningly. Racist Trumpers don't like Dr. Oz.
Who would have thought that?
Even if Trump is kissing this guy on the cheek and they're still booing him at a Trump rally, how anti-Arab can you be? Not as much as me.
Right.
Still.
So I guess you're going to miss the January 6th riot. That's what I thought of in the shower. Squidward, I would
voting.
say not voting.
I'm over it. They want me to show my photo. That's crazy. I'll vote when I'm dead.
What about Squilliam?
Trump.
You're not going to vote for anybody, Squiddy.
And Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen will vote for Biden because he's
dead.
deceased.
He's dead.
Yeah, you can relate to the candidate.
What about Mr. Krabs?
Joe Biden.
Why is that?
Because he'd pay him the most.
He would.
Chinese money.
SpongeBob, he donated $5 million to the Biden campaign.
Hey, man, what is this, yen? Come on now.
I want to try a Patty Krabby.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yo, we're underwater. Good Lagoon, man. Come on.
Okay, Plankton.
Huh. That's
who would an evil genius vote for?
I don't know, because he'd relate to Trump on the Supreme Intelligence, but if his evilness might take over, he might have to vote for Joe Biden. He might say, "You're gonna hand deliver me that child's head to sniff personally." Hey, Karen, what are we doing here? What didn't you die in that virus accident? What happened here?
No, Karen's actually the computer that Hillary's emails were stored on, Miss Karen.
Where's our son Hunter? He's a laptop. He's snorting floppy disks.
He's smoking this bikini bottom coral, man.
I'm mocking the son of the president's addiction.
Sandy Cheeks. I think Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks might as well be Foxy Cleopatra. She's the Beyonce's character in Austin Powers spoofing.
Oh,
Jackie
right.
Brown's Foxy Brown. She'd vote. She would be the empowered. A vote for Joe Biden's a vote for Kamala.
Yeah, but she's from Texas.
Sandy?
Yeah.
Well, she moved out to fucking
She moved south, really south, bottom of the ocean south.
She moved with the Clinton enemies.
Oh, that's right.
No,
yeah.
she lives in some vegan underwater nature preserve. What the fuck is this?
That's a good point.
And then she's a big woman in there when she's in hibernation.
I just watched that episode.
Yeah, that's the epitome of yoga pants at 4 p.m. Keyboard typing away at what's wrong in the world because somebody cut you off in an Audi.
Yeah,
go.
Pearl's a Trump supporter.
I don't know. She's a young woman. She might be lured in by Biden.
Yeah, she's a rich father.
Yeah, she'd rebel.
Oh, Daddy. You know they thems matter.
Daddy!
Me daughter, the cuddly crab.
Okay. Pearl is a Biden. Mrs. Puff is Trump.
Yeah.
In
secret, though.
Of course.
Yeah. She might be Trump.
Larry the Lobster is Trump, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man Ray, Biden, I'd say.
Yeah, he'd do it just for the lark. He'd say, I want the president to be brain dead. I want him stupid. I
Yeah.
want this. Joe Biden to Reagan, their dementia brains. Hold my beer.
The Flying Dutchman.
Dead again, so Biden.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, he would be Trump when he was alive, but
yeah.
what better way to honor a dead veteran than to have him vote for a political guy he'd hate?
Mermaid Man is Biden.
Yeah.
He's not even voting for him. He is Biden.
Yeah.
Evil. That's and then Barnacle Boy, I think, would vote for Trump.
Barnacle Boy's Fauci.
He is.
They have the same schnoz.
Yeah. I think that's the end of the SpongeBob characters.
Oh, there's the My Leg guy.
The My Leg guy.
Yeah, he'd be the guy saying, "My mask, my mask."
Yeah, well, he's collecting Bikini Bottom welfare, so he's gonna vote for Biden no matter
Hey,
what.
laddie, they're up to 2 gold doubloons a week. Gary Trump.
Oh, Gary Trump. Yes.
Gary would absolutely say Trump. Meow. That's a Barack Obama. Please stop bombing schools in the Middle East. That's what Gary says when he goes meow.
Yeah. Rocky Trump.
Rocky, absolutely.
Yeah.
Snelly. Women can't vote.
That's a good point.
The nematodes.
Well, the nematodes vote is going to swing people. That's the
Yeah, they're going to pander to the nematodes, even though they're not going to wake up till 3 in the afternoon because they're eating a pineapple or something. That's an episode. They eat SpongeBob house, and then SpongeBob becomes a kitchen product experiencing homelessness.
Yeah, they got to vote for they got to get the minority votes. Minorities are nematodes and anchovies.
Anchovies. Oh my God, that sounds like a slur for Italians. Anchovy. Look at these fucking anchovies.
Yeah, well, no one really cares about Italians that much to even defend them.
No, and certainly not that river pigeon Albert Davis. We
love Albert.
Yeah, we love Albert.
We
folks.
love Albert.
We love Albert, folks. He's a Larry the Lobster type. We could
He is a Larry the
mute
Lobster
him,
type.
Yeah. Listen, boys. Why don't you just be born to a Jewish father like me? Then you'll inherit the earth.
The salt of the earth.
I've been reading the Quran more.
Really? What's
Yeah.
your thoughts on it?
They got to stop with all the pro-trans stuff in it, really.
I didn't know that was in the Quran.
When
Wow,
the Prophet Muhammad. So I thought to myself, this is empowerment. Now I see why these guys like it so much.
Well, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're having a bad skin day, just tuck and put the mask on,
So
right?
Did they give you like a nice pink and blue trans pride flag with that?
Yeah. Yeah,
ever
they tie
notice-
it to your foot when the horse drags you.
Did you ever notice that's always confused me with the trans?
What,
Flag.
blue and pink?
Yeah,
There's some symbolism. I mean,
blue
everybody
is boys, pink is girls.
All right, well, our flag's not that great.
No, but I'm saying that just shows that there's only two genders.
Well, there's the white. It shows that the whites matter.
Oh, of course, there's that. Yeah.
All right, so it's
I
all
like
right.
our the pride, the American flag. What was our flag? What do you mean by that?
I don't like our flag.
No, you're not a fan of that?
No, and I think the Japanese flag should be the Indian flag. Maybe someone else has said that in the past. I don't know. I just I'm not trying to take a credit for originality. I'm just trying to profess how I feel, and I think when you're coming into this world, it creates a expectation of deceit in your mind when you see things like that, and you think, well, this is obviously the Indian.
Well, when he says it should be the Indian, he's meaning the outer white, showing purity outside and passion inside, being the red.
Is that what
That's right.
Is that what the Japanese?
I'm just gonna cover for what you thought. I know what you understand. What you meant.
No, I think my thing's a religious thing or something.
Okay. I'll be honest. I like the Stars and Bars flag.
Stars and bars. You like them on Under Armour T-shirts on the back.
My
that
dad
say
wears
freedom.
those.
Oof,
Yeah.
that's bad.
He loves those.
Does he have a Chris Kyle T-shirt?
No,
American
I don't think
Sniper?
I don't think he cares about that. But the Stars are it's actually a cool looking flag.
The American flag?
No, the Rebel flag.
The
That's what Stars. Isn't that what Stars and? Oh, it's not Stars and Bars.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
American
Maybe
flag.
that. No, that is Stars and. I don't even know. I thought you meant the original
No,
one.
the Rebel flag is. I think is a really nice flag.
I don't like that either.
No.
No, it looks like overalls, and I don't mind overalls.
It's you're right though.
That's why that's why the prospector in Toy Story is wearing red and blue like that with the overalls. Cause
Oh really?
He's a Confederate. Yeah.
What kind of flags do you like?
Like maybe a vintage Dale Jarrett NASCAR flag, UPS. Or maybe a
Dale Jarrett NASCAR flag.
Yeah, I like
gotta
Dale
look that
Jarrett.
up.
He was the 88 for a long time. Then they switched him to the 44. It was symbolic, I think, because he was getting old. No, I don't know why they did it, but I was pretty pissed.
I didn't know that.
Then David Ruderman took over.
I didn't know NASCAR had their own. People had their own flags.
Well, they're not like crests. It's just they sell flags with cars on it, and people put them on their pickup trucks.
Oh, actually, pretty nice. Yeah, I like
Carl,
this one.
Oh yeah, Dale Jarrett. Yeah,
that's pretty nice.
Yeah, Dale Jarrett. He's a heck of a lad.
Yeah,
I'll give him another 6 years on Earth.
How old is he now?
I don't know, but he had gray hair 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so he's gonna die.
He'll be up on the Wall of Legends.
Oh yeah, we have the Wall of Legends here. We have a photo of Tom Brady and a statuette of the Nature Boy. Does that bend or no?
Does that?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it's a statuette of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Yeah, my grandmom got that when he died. When he died.
When he died, he did die. They adrenochromed him back to
He
life.
did, when he retired, she got that, and she still thought he retired that day. She did not know that he wrestled 2 years later in TNA against Jay Lethal, Ric Flair, and then he wrestled 10 years after that and had a heart attack in the ring. And she said, hey, she was like when my grandfather died. She just gave me that to keep. I was like, I'll definitely keep this. And she said, yeah, if he dies, you can sell it for a lot of money. I'm probably not going to sell it though if he dies.
No, it's going to stay up there.
Yeah.
And Jay Lethal walked so Drake could run.
Drake, yeah,
Jay Lethal was the light-skinned man.
He was,
pre-Drake.
yeah. Black Machismo.
Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Drake would definitely release an album in like the next 7 years called Black Machismo.
Oh my God, yeah. And he'll have like he'll be wearing a thong when he does it.
Drake is so gay.
Drake is one of the lamest people walking the earth.
And I think he's like one of the best artists of the past.
No, he isn't.
Yeah, he is.
No, stop it.
He is.
I don't. Whatever. He's just the lamest guy. Him covering up the tattoo of Steph Curry and Kevin Durant's numbers when he was rooting for the Raptors in the finals. He was sitting courtside. He has a tattoo of 35 and 30 that he got when Durant went to the Warriors. And he put a wristband on over his forearm to hide it when he was cheering.
That's
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and he dresses all flamboyant. He paint these grown men that paint their nails. He
paints his nails?
Yeah. He paints his nails.
Well, what if it's for a good cause? Like
there's no
for
good
social
cause.
justice.
There's no good cause to paint your nails. There's none.
Well, then maybe
put
it's
a hashtag in your bio like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Painting your nails is so stupid. It just shows that you want attention as a man. It shows you want attention.
Yeah, you have a father who's like old fashioned, so you want to get back at him.
Yeah, that's all.
For dying young or something.
Yeah, it's all it is. It's like just don't do that.
Dad, you want to drink and die when I'm 6? Look at my nails. Thank you. Give it up for Trevor from Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right. Give it up for him.
I don't know why. Like DK Metcalf paints his nails.
I mean,
that really upset me.
He could beat your ass. He could beat anybody's. He's probably one of the most insane physical specimens.
I don't know why he does that. Somebody else, Caleb Williams, does that, but it's
he's young. He's a youngin.
Yeah.
He's like 21.
But I just don't understand why they have the need to do. Dyeing your hair. I'm not a fan of it, but it's okay.
No, I like when like Adam Levine obnoxiously dyed his hair like platinum blonde and then had the black beard, and he was on some talk show talking about it. And I think there's a chance that he did that to say, I bet this will piss somebody off when he finds his middle-aged wife and looking at it and getting off.
Yeah.
So if he did it for the meme, then I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't really mind the dyeing of the hair, but just like the painting of a nail just shows that you're just a man. You shouldn't be doing that. I don't really care about painting nails on a woman either.
I don't want to look at some chewed down nubs.
Oh, of course not. No.
No, but you got to make them look nice. All right, folks. That's what you got to do here. Personally, I wouldn't be into you either.
I wouldn't be into you either.
Would you say that to
no
the
offense.
prosecutor?
Yeah, prosecutor.
Him?
He was just what I see from her. What I see. I
wouldn't like her, folks. No, we wouldn't.
You? I wouldn't be into you either. No offense. How is that supposed to not offend? You told this poor prosecutor. It was so unnecessary to even say that, and he just says it. Just says it, folks.
He doesn't support women like we do. That's the problem.
The sick ghouls are complete feminists.
Yeah, the one day I was trying to help an old lady cross the street, and there was a puddle, and I didn't have a jacket, so I actually laid face down in this rain puddle
I even got my mask wet. And you know what could happen if
no.
your mask gets compromised.
You get those droplets. The droplets get you. The
Yeah.
droplets.
If the mask fails, if your mask is impaired, you might test positive and cause more lockdowns and then develop depression, alcoholism, and then die.
I knew 3 people so far in the last month that got COVID. My grandma, my aunt, my Jimmy. My
Give
dad
it up
even
for Jimmy,
got it.
folks. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But your dad's a man. God damn
I
it.
can't believe it.
Fuck.
I wonder what's going to happen now. I think we had it. That time you were sick
When?
recently. It was like last
Oh,
month.
no, that wasn't COVID. I wasn't coughing.
I wasn't coughing. I got COVID last time, the first time.
Oh, what was it? Asymptomatic?
I was asymptomatic, yeah. Asymptomatic.
Hmm.
I have an asymptomatic father as well.
Yo, he healthy, bro.
Yeah, he healthy, bro.
No, I be telling you. No, we love these COVID-stricken people, folks. Give it up for them.
It's horrible to see what happens. It's just
Yeah, everybody.
COVID is just as bad as cancer. It's just a shame. I was trying to stall for time. I was trying to
Stall.
say. I was not stall. I was trying to say something to not have dead air, and that came out.
Yeah, I was inhaling.
And I think as much thought went into that sentence saying COVID is just as bad as cancer as the procedure to stop COVID when it came out.
Yeah, well, you had a line that was better than that. I think at that the kebab place. We were doing comedy at a kebab
What line was
restaurant,
that?
and Lukey, who's had multiple surgeries.
Oh,
Go tell this story. Tell this story.
so there's a guy in a wheelchair, and I've had surgery on my legs, and I pretty much just said, yeah. I was like, yeah, me and you are the same.
This was on stage.
As I was standing on stage,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
sitting
he was
in
in
his
the crowd.
wheelchair.
There were about 7 people in the room. But what did you say again?
I said, me and you are pretty much the same.
Mm.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
As I was standing, he was sitting in a wheelchair.
I'd say that to Malcolm X if I met him, Luke.
Well, I mean, that's pretty nice to say that, though. We're all the same. We're just people.
Yeah, we are the world. We are the children,
Yeah.
folks. We are the children. Joe Biden sniffing us, sniffing us.
Oh,
Ask me again. Ask me again.
Would you rather be in a wheelchair or crutches?
A wheelchair. The crutch is too much effort. Too
Yeah,
much.
I
It'll
agree.
hurt your
I thought-
undershoulder.
I thought wheelchair as well.
Yeah. Well, if we're lucky, and we owe the mob money, they'll break our legs in the way that we want, so we can use crutches.
Right. Yeah.
That good guy Tony Soprano, whom your brother felt bad for in the Many Saints of Newark, he called you specifically to say
He felt bad for the
for Tony Soprano.
future murderer, Tony Soprano.
In that movie, he pushes Carmela to the ground
Yeah.
when he's fighting outside of a phone booth. They put that on, but HBO also makes Euphoria, so it's all right.
I remember the scene where he's talking to Junior and he's saying, remember you and my dad ran North Jersey? And it's like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't run North Jersey.
Maybe they long distance ran North Jersey.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They were remote that day.
Yeah, they ran North Jersey. Also, the Italians have been on all the time.
Yeah,
Throughout history, I fucked up halfway through that impression of but I can't, master a dialect as.
Yeah,
Intellectually superior
Tony
to
was
the
saying
Italians.
we drove AJ to Newark, and he goes, all the Italians, we should keep with the buildings. The buildings should be so nice. His streets would be no litter. Look what happened to it now. It's horrible. Then he drives to his mansion in the suburbs.
Yeah, we got a in-ground pool. And the dimensions aren't exactly what I wanted them to be.
I want the one
I
that
wasn't
says
made yet.
Shumpope, not Pope.
Yeah, that wasn't until we had the Long Island score that I was able to afford a big pool. But it was already in then.
I remember my buddy had a pool. It was an above ground pool, but I honestly just went over his house to go to his pool.
You used them.
I used them, yeah.
I've jumped in a pool or two that the person didn't know.
Really?
In youth, yeah.
Wow.
Just to cool off.
It's not bad. It says hi outside.
When it's hot, come on. There was a day I jumped in my neighbor's pool because she told me that his son was at football practice, and he came home and said to her, "Mom, I'm so hot that I'm cold." And I said, "Well, in that heat, how could she be mad at little Otis Timler jumping in a pool? If you're so hot, you're cold. Maybe the jet will warm you up, honey."
It's so hot. I've never even heard of that before.
No, God bless that woman. She's dead.
Really?
Yeah. She offed herself.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And by offed herself, I mean she didn't get vaccinated and then got COVID and died the most painful death that was like she was drowning.
Yeah.
And she was 40 years old and in perfect health. never smoked a cigarette in her life. Those are the people who are dying from this force of nature disease.
Yeah.
It is a force of nature.
It's
because
those pangolins.
Yeah, men are found in nature. Men made the disease. Men leaked it. So
Yeah.
it is a natural
Man-made.
occurrence. Yeah.
Yes. Did you see that? I've been a recent follower of a great journalist, Keith Olbermann, as of recently.
All I like about him is that he shits on Penn State.
That's
That
the one thing I
cult.
like about him.
Yeah.
But he's a piece of shit. That
He
guy.
refuses to acknowledge his privilege as a 1% white
as a
man.
white man.
Yeah.
White.
I'm a Caucasian.
Yeah, he's horrible, and he was happy Rogers got hurt.
Happy?
Wasn't he happy?
Oh yeah, he was happy.
He was happy.
He's a piece of shit.
That's what he gets for not getting vaccinated. Rogers had the great line, "Get your 5th booster, Keith, you bum."
Oh yeah, we're big Aaron Rodgers. I've been a Packers fan since I was a little lad, and I really like Aaron for the pretentiousness. I like the way he discards women. He's got good hair. He really has that surly demeanor that you want in someone that you see in the public eye. You want him to feel. You want to feel like him even acknowledging your existence is a burden.
Yeah, I liked Rogers first off because I didn't like Brady at the time. I used the thing I said I used to give the thing. I mean, Brady is better than Rodgers, but Rodgers is more talented.
Yeah,
but I still like Rodgers. I still love
I
Rodgers.
think that's both. I still think that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I still like Rodgers, especially since the anti-vax stuff.
Rodgers and Kyrie, they're the same thing.
And he's the one NFL quarterback
Rodgers is better than Kyrie.
That's been on Rogan. There was another guy, NFL guy that was on Rogan. He was like a lineman for the Broncos or something. I forget his name. But yeah, I like Rodgers a lot. I mean, we wish Rodgers a speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery, Aaron. He said he thinks he can be back with innovative surgery. He's going to be back by January. I don't buy it.
He should get stem cells.
Do you think he can withstand 4 quarters of football? Do you think he could withstand 8 hours standing in Washington to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of Patriot Christmas? No, that's January 6th. I'm a big fan of January 6th.
He should get stem cells done.
For the next show, I'm going to research. I'm going to look up how many games Rodgers played on January 6th and what his stats were.
Okay.
Because if he has good career numbers, then it might actually be destiny. That old Jew, Jesus Christ, might be looking out for us.
Yeah.
What if Jesus talked like an old Jewish woman?
I'd be an atheist.
He was Jewish. He could be trans.
I'd really be an atheist then.
Yeah. Oh, my God, why have you forsaken me? Or him.
My palms, they hurt.
One of you is going to betray me, so first I got to go pray at Mount Olives, the
Everyone-
Mount of Olives.
He's a really old Jewish, and he'd be like, "Could you please soak a sponge in some wine and put it in my mouth, please?"
The Last Supper, 4:15 sharp.
You only brought 1 fish and 2 loaves of bread. Here, I'll make more. I'll make more.
And then Judas rubs his little palms together. This guy doesn't even know what I'm up to.
Can you believe this?
Yeah. He actually, the noose he hanged himself with, it was actually a bunch of coupons stapled together. They, like 16% off Clorox.
A dumb line I had in grade school. We were reading the Bible, and it said Judas sold out Jesus.
It was, I believe this.
Judas. No, it wasn't that. It was Judas sold Jesus for how many? 11 pieces of silver? 30 pieces of silver.
What, you think he get fleeced?
He said 30 pieces of silver. And I wasn't reading with someone else for it, and I said out loud, "Silver? I would have done it for gold."
Yo, boy, the best we ever seen here in bronze, man. This ain't upscale Jerusalem, man. This a big town.
30 pieces of silver to sell out Christ. I can't believe that. That was ridiculous to me as a kid. It still
Yeah.
is ridiculous to me now.
And I think Matthew Stafford gets $38 million a year.
Wow. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And he's not even that great, but he's a
No.
devout Christian.
No, he's a devout Christian.
He voted for Trump, I'm sure, Matt Stafford, and his wife.
I think I would say every 20.
Every white NFL quarterback, including Patrick Mahomes, voted for Trump for sure.
Well, who didn't vote for Trump, do you think? Besides
Quarterbacks?
Burrow?
Well, you know, the quarterbacks are usually.
Burrow didn't vote for Trump.
Yeah, he didn't. It's a shame. We
Who
know Lamar
else?
did.
Lamar did.
Obviously, Rodgers.
Yeah.
Brady, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you think
Derek
Tua?
Carr.
Yeah, Tua.
Tua went to Hawaiian.
Mac Jones voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Um,
Hurts, I could see Hurts being a Trump guy.
I think you just want him to be a Trump guy. We want him to. I want him to not play for the Eagles so I could like him. 'cause
I know. I love Jalen Hurts.
I respect his
but
story.
I hate the Eagles.
Your former coworker.
Oh yeah.
Luke, a former Eagles
Yep.
employee.
Fired from the Eagles for looking up how to leave a job you hate in under a month.
Yeah, he was reading that article on his work laptop. Someone saw him and ratted him out. Undercut your equals. Undercut your equals.
Thank
That's
God.
the key to
Thank
success.
God I didn't see the InfoWars documentary I had on there.
You would have got promoted.
I would have, hopefully. Yeah.
Howie would have said, "This guy Alex Jones."
What
has
would
been
you
on to
do?
us for a
What
long
would you
time."
do? That's a good question. What would you if you're at work and you see someone look up how to leave a job you hate in under a month?
I
What would you?
wouldn't care.
Most people wouldn't. I
I
don't
wouldn't
think.
care if the place blew up.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've been working that I've thought that what if a tsunami came here and washed us away? It would be a minor inconvenience.
When I was driving the LB network, driving 2 hours there and back.
Set this up for the listeners. For the
I used to work at LB network.
He worked not only for the Eagles, but for MLB, a multi-sport. He's like Deion Sanders, folks.
Yes, and I was driving.
Prime Lukey.
I couldn't find a place in Secaucus, New Jersey, and from here to Secaucus, it's an hour 45 there and back. So
he took the job before he had a place down there and was commuting an hour 45 every day. Then decided it wasn't worth it. Smartly, because you're on the turnpike too.
Yeah, I probably had
With $4 gas, you can't afford that in a Trump economy.
Especially
in a DeSantis, in a Ram Swam economy.
A Ram Swamp comedy.
A Ram Swanamy. You can afford it. It'd be $198. He's an oil baron, or he might as well be because of his ethnicity.
So yeah, and I would drive there. I'd be like, man, how great would it be if the place was on fire and it was uninhabitable to work there? That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, Carlos Pena. I'm sure he had a few stretches where he was hitting home runs, batting probably like 350.
Yeah, it was a cool little gig.
Yeah, give it up for Carlos Pena.
It'd be cool for a
tour.
It'd be cool for a tour.
I forget what. I don't think. Would you remember what position Carlos? I said first baseman, and now I can't remember.
I couldn't name you a team he played for.
Oh well, all right. Carry on.
But yeah, it was a cool little gig. I was on all the studio set things.
Oh yeah, it was great. A lot of attractive women working there.
Oh my God, unbelievable.
We love these women, folks. That's Lukey's soft spot.
The women.
When it comes to the women, when it comes to the women,
the job is not that good, but the
can't
women
help
are
himself,
better.
Folks.
The women are better than the job.
He threw one down her strike zone. All right.
I wish. And then the Eagles was more manageable, but
yeah. Did Howie fire you himself? Howie Roseman with his wand?
that'd be awesome if he did that.
Yeah,
himself.
he poofed you away.
Yeah. No, the multi-million-dollar franchise paid me $15 an hour. They said if I did a really good job, I would have got hired full-time and traveled with the team.
And didn't they hire you because you're black?
Well,
if you even have to question it, they should pay you more than $15 an hour. I mean, they should be in Philadelphia. You should be paid more than $15 an hour anyway, unless you're a person I don't like. Then suffer.
Well, I don't know because there was white guys that I worked with, but all the white guys had the higher positions.
Maybe they're just outworking you, Luke.
And my coworkers were all like, they were Mexican. One was a half black, half Puerto Rican. The other one was black, and that was me being black. They made the lower money. We made $16. They made $16. I made $15.
Oh, wage gap, huh? But
yeah,
didn't you
really.
say they were women? Or
What's
did you
that?
not? Were they not women? Did I imagine that? Did I Mandela effect myself?
What do you mean?
The Mexican weren't they women? Wasn't it a woman person who caught you?
My thing was there was four.
It's a vague term.
There was 4 white dudes. There was 1 black dude. The boss was a white dude, and there was the 1 woman working in sports.
Did you ever see Oh, you're not a Simpsons guy. There's a Simpsons Halloween episode where the faculty at the school is eating the students to save money, and Principal Skinner's looking out the window at like a wood-made enclosure in like an octagon, and he goes, "Let's see the free-range children." It's like, oh, let's see the videographers.
Yeah, and I was.
Is videographer this bull's name?
I could see anyone in that situation telling on me though because they are like they're happy to have the job.
Yeah, they would do that. Hey, Devontae Smith lost his playbook.
Yeah, we had to set up all the new iPads.
Yeah, no, that's what the wide receivers would do to get. That's what AJ Brown will do to get ahead of them and get more targets.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude, Devontae keeps losing that playbook. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. You should give it to me. 3rd and 7, right here.
Yeah, there was so I don't know. I was happy because when I was like interviewing with when I interviewed them, they said, "Hey, I was like, can I travel with the team? Like, I don't know, because it's your first year. And I was like, oh man, I really want to travel with the team. Then I worked there for 2 weeks. I go, I don't even want to be here. Let alone travel with the team.
Yeah, you think about like waking up. Imagine being like doing that position for the Giants, and you have to go to Arizona in September, like yesterday. You're there sweating and watching goddamn Josh Dobbs.
I know.
Holy hell!
Josh Dobbs' jersey, $160.
Yeah, on Fanatics.
That's insane.
I love everything Swingman. NBA Swingman jersey, $110.
It's
Joel
insane.
Embiid City Edition Swingman jersey.
It's gonna get to a point where you spend like $300 on one jersey.
Nike Pegasus, team inspired 40s, $170. However the fuck
I got
much.
those for free at the Eagles, and they're completely ruined. So I bought it. I got a new.
Oh, I love the Pegasus.
I got a new pair off
Yeah.
eBay for $30.
Yo, boy, he remind me of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yo, I be feeling like a cartoon too. I'll put them on. They so
Were
comfortable.
you a Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I loved
I've
it.
always appreciated Japanese culture.
I looked Duke. What was his name? Duke Devlin.
Duke Devlin,
Yeah,
David Duke.
They had the not David Duke.
No.
He's my second favorite Duke.
No.
Duke Devlin. They had the Dungeon Dice Monsters one. He had the cheerleaders cheering for him and stuff like that.
No,
He
I
had
don't
the
remember
head-
that.
He was a
Wait, which
badass.
bathroom did the cheerleaders use?
Two
That'll
used
determine if I can
two
watch
used
it.
female. The other two used the intersex.
You know, people should just start pissing where they may.
Why not?
This would be a great. If I said this in Philadelphia at an open mic, it'd be, "Hey, bar show, want to be on a bar show? Want to be the token on a bar show? Bar show, bar show." Hey, why don't we just start pissing? Why don't we just start pissing? Let's do a shot of Henny and piss everywhere.
Have you ever had Henny? It's
Yeah,
really strong.
I like Hennessy. I
not
drink it all the
bad.
time.
It's not bad.
No,
it's
why
strong.
would it be bad?
It's just strong.
Yeah, that's why people drink it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I didn't think I would like it, but I actually pretty like it. I'm gonna try Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey.
Nah, man, it'll bull you wildly.
I am one.
Me debating taking a shot at 5 p.m. Yo, bro, I'm 4 or 5 seconds from wilding, bro. Y'all be turkey in it, man. I don't know.
So
what you
we're
mean.
about an hour in, hour 36 seconds.
Not even halfway done.
Any good Halloween costume ideas you want to do this year? I might go as a Native American.
I'm gonna go as a person, a moron, not masking up during flu season. It's gonna be my Halloween
That's
costume.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
Or
crazy.
I could just be a victim of the Joe Biden economy.
You wear that. I wear that costume every day.
Yeah, all you got to do for that is
Have a job.
tape a phone with Instagram or fucking TikTok open to your hands and put a goddamn skull beanie cap on that doesn't go over your ears, not the Muslim ones, the Zoomies ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate when
Ridiculous.
there's always like thin, mid-complexion black anime guys who wear flannels in those and cuff their jeans. It's like an archetype of personality, a creator wrestler. You had to meet 7 or 8 of these guys.
What are they wearing again?
They're like rail thin. They're wearing rolled up denim jeans, as opposed to the jeans made of marshmallows. But we're wearing rolled up jeans, a flannel, usually some kind of comic book shirt, and they're wearing the beanie, usually like yellow or orange, turned up.
Yeah.
It looks like a
With pins,
yeah.
pins in them.
Like I think the things the Cardinals wear are a little bit bigger than the yarmulkes. It's like 125% the size of the Cardinals little hat.
Yeah. You're 100%.
Josh Dobbs was wearing one. It was hard to fit over the dreads.
Was it a skull cap?
No. He's like no. I was kidding. I don't know what you call it. You're an asshole. You probably have the outside nose ring, which guys shouldn't have that. I don't know why they like.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
That doesn't look good with a beard. That if you have facial hair, you definitely shouldn't have. You have to. That has to be the focal point. So you better have a bare face, and you better have a normal haircut to make that work.
Yeah.
Then you might as well just be fucking Gold Dust or one of the Headbangers.
I know. Hey,
We're big WWF fans here,
we're
folks.
big WWF fans.
We like worldwide freedom, folks. That's what we like.
Worldwide freedom.
Worldwide freedom.
Worldwide excitement.
That's why we give all our money to Israel, folks.
But new Persona Justice Wrestling, folks. That was dumb. Anyway, but yeah, I think we had the dead Biden voters idea. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Be like
Well,
zombies.
Justice Wrestling could replace Big E in the New Day.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But I think dead Biden voters would be good. What else could we be?
There's a new agenda. Yes, there
It
is.
is.
All right, no, that was too much.
He, him, she,
I didn't go
her,
on too long
he,
there because you
him,
could never stop
whoa.
talking about equality. I just sometimes my family calls me on the phone and they're telling me I love you, and I say, "Shut up.
I need to tell you about equality.
My mother calls me every day and says, I just wanted to call and say I love you.
Really?
Every day.
Oh, my God. You poor thing.
It's annoying.
Mm.
She could just text me. I know she loves me.
Yo, bitch, I know.
I know. Girl, I know you love me.
Man, if you didn't, you'd be getting a black eye.
No, she wouldn't.
No. We
My
love you
mother's a
women.
Puerto Rican queen. She's not even Puerto Rican. Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought.
Transcoda.
When I was like a teen, transcoda. When I was a teen, I used to think electoral college was stupid. And now I kind of understand.
It's because of the loans. The student loans.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah.
You barely afford
Well,
electoral
also
college.
that, and it's also like, I just thought it was unfair, but then I realized, like, I wish they should count, like, honestly, if you live in the city, you shouldn't be able to vote.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because you're an idiot.
If you're allowed to have, you can have a sanctuary city, then you give up your right to vote nationally.
Living in the city is so stupid.
Yeah.
Why would anybody do that?
I mean, you could say that about so many things.
Like the suburbs is so much better than the city, and
people want to feel like they're in the action. That's why.
Yeah, but it's just like it's such a waste. It's such a waste.
Not everybody's a down home country folk type of cat like us.
I know. I rank the suburbs 1, the rural areas 2, cities 3.
Where's prison?
That's the city.
Mm.
There's no parking. there's no parking in the city. There's no parking in prison.
That's the city, guys.
Guys.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah. That's the city, guys. Will he ever be a guest on the show? That's a great question. I hope so. Shout out to Seriously Dad. You can see them on Drop 10. We have a Patreon.
Yeah, that was our Jay Yoder impression. They have a Patreon?
We have a Patreon.
We do?
I think so.
No, we don't.
I set it
Who
up.
would fucking... This isn't me being coy.
There's worse podcasts than ours.
I've never spent money on a Patreon for anything.
Listen,
I don't care
if we can get 500 people to subscribe, it's only $5 a month.
500 people are going to subscribe to that.
It could happen.
It could. And I'll tell you what, if it does, I'm not paying.
$5
bleep that out. Please bleep that.
That will definitely get bleeped out. You can find us Sick Ghouls Podcast at Patreon. If I could find it. Yep, Sick Ghouls Podcast. We have an Instagram, the Sick Ghouls Podcast on Instagram and on Patreon and on YouTube.
Oh, we're everywhere. And it's going to be, I think, the cash change we're going to have next episode when Keith Olbermann takes Luke's spot, I think that's going to be, because we want to be progressive, so we're going to throw you and your outdated conservative beliefs off to get a real liberal in, a boomer white.
It's just Sick Ghouls on YouTube. So Sick Ghouls Podcast on Instagram and Patreon, and then Sick Ghouls on YouTube. This would probably already be posted on YouTube, so I'm not sure. Any other places you want to post this besides YouTube? I don't know how Spotify works. I will try to do Spotify.
Oh, but you had to put it on Spotify.
I think it costs money, though. I'm not 100% sure.
It can't cost money to put on.
No?
No. Just to put it on?
I think so.
What a load of shit.
Maybe I'm getting confused with iTunes. I'm not sure.
Jesus Christ. No one uses iTunes now.
I used to, yeah, but I know. Yeah. I used to use iTunes.
Well, guess what? There used to be segregation.
I would always just buy singles for $129. My dad would always buy albums for $9.99.
Yeah. I like the albums.
I wish I can get back all the money I wasted on iTunes singles.
Oh yeah, you had to go Pirate Bay.
I know. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You know, my brother, we had LimeWire when he was.
Oh yeah, I had LimeWire.
And Napster. Can't forget Napster.
You have to eat LimeWire before Pirate Bay so you don't get scurvy. The produce is good for you. No, seriously.
All right, you're gonna make these listeners take a Napster with these jokes.
The high seas of illegal music downloading are no place for a weak-minded man, laddie.
Of course not. No, laddie.
I lost my leg right here. Gwen Stefani, what you waiting for? Downloaded it in 04. She came to my house.
Laddie. Gwen Stefani was great.
She still is great.
She still is great.
I don't care if she appropriated
That's
Japanese
a great woman
culture.
name, Gwen. I always like that
Oh,
name.
we love Gwen, folks. It'd be a great name for a cat.
It would be a good name for a cat. I would name my daughter Gwen.
Really?
I would.
A human being, a cat, same thing.
Same fucking thing, too.
I treat them the same.
They're both getting vaxxed in my house.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right
and
now,
neutered.
brother.
I believe in reproductive rights. Men should be able to. No, I think these guys they're just pandering to the religious morons in the South. They don't give a shit about abortion. They'd abort any kid. It's just pandering to the fucking people still who believe in the Bible. That's all it is.
I'm kind of halfway on that.
Not like those progressive Muslims who would never vote for a pro-abortion candidate.
I think it depends on the situation. But, like, you ever see clips of young Sheldon? No?
Never watch it, buddy. I messed
Okay.
up saying that. Who would never vote for a anti-abortion candidate. I'm sorry.
Young Sheldon is like it's the prequel to Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
I just never
I've
watched
been watching a lot of Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. They're not bad shows.
No, I like Big Bang. I never watched Young Sheldon.
It's not bad.
I don't like kids being the protagonist of things.
No, he's really annoying, but the dad is very funny.
Yeah, does he smack him?
No,
Oh, damn.
but he's a Republican Texan,
Ooh.
and the one brother gets the girl pregnant, and he's 17, she's 29. He lies about it to her age.
That was on CBS?
Yeah,
God damn.
and he's like, I don't know what to do. I got this girl pregnant, and I was like,
It's based on the true
abortion.
story. Yeah.
Abort it. Abortion. But no, one time I was working at the nursing home, and the one lady was complaining about
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
her mother got a haircut,
Oh my
and
God.
she was a black hairdresser. She goes, I wish they should have given him a white hairdresser.
Of
because
course.
white hairdresser can do white hair. And the people,
Oh
the
my
cooks in the
God.
kitchen were very offended by that. But it's like
Why
no,
would
no.
a bunch of Mexicans be offended by that?
they're all black
Oh, in the kitchen.
in the kitchen, and
Oh,
I was
man.
like, well,
so
what?
you're trying to give these old people high cholesterol so they die.
No, we didn't know. Everything came prepackaged. No, we didn't put garlic powder and paprika on asparagus.
A lot of saturated fat and candy yams, folks.
Well, I remember one time we were making green beans,
Mm.
and the cook put like a whole stick of margarine in the green beans.
Oh.
And I was like, what the hell's the point of eating green beans? You're going to put all that butter in them.
It's a, mental thing. I ate green beans.
I know, but like, there's no point of eating green beans. You're
I
gonna
ate
put all
green beans. That means I could hit my kid harder tonight. That means the calm is balanced out.
that horrible coffee there. Worst coffee I ever had at Regina Nursing Home.
People will do that. People will eat green beans and then cut somebody off in traffic and think, well, I ate my green beans.
I'm a good person today.
You know what I had for lunch today? A yogurt parfait.
Those are pretty good.
I had a yogurt parfait. That means I could call somebody a Nazi for not getting the vaccine, even though they're a Vietnam vet.
My work has oatmeal parfaits. They're fucking great.
Ooh,
They're really good.
I like that.
Oatmeal parfaits, and then I'll eat like a salad, and then I'll get home and I'll eat like 18 crab cakes and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with milk, and I'll be like, why
I
am I
don't-
not losing weight?
I don't. Oh, us. I
Oh, us.
I don't think we're far off from people getting scandals about them for their diet. People are going to say something like, not just because of the color, they'll just say it's only had by people of privilege. Milk is a racist drink.
I think they've already been doing that.
Really?
I think so.
Oh my God. Milk is so expensive, it can't be afforded by underprivileged people. That's why we need to keep a Democrat economy so things can keep going up and we can keep feeling justified in complaining and selling drugs.
Milk, I'm a big milk guy.
Me too.
I'm a big milk
I'm a
guy.
milkman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only eat it, but I can only eat it with something sweet. I can only drink it with something sweet.
Oh, you could just drink it with yourself, honey, because you're so sweet.
Oh, you're so nice.
Oh, no, laugh harder for the reels so we
He's
can
so-
do the jump cut shots.
Yeah, we gotta do the. I don't know how we're gonna do the reels on this one, but
Hopefully, let's just not even do it. We'll get somebody to draw us. Get Dr. Seuss to make drawings that are twice as
Well,
racist
once we
as
get it,
us.
once we start the video podcast, we'll do the reels. But even those don't matter.
No, they don't matter. No.
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 Like I said,
That's a high benchmark, man.
and I sent a text and I said
Well,
like,
wait a minute, Luke. Any reel that we made would matter.
because we're black.
Well, yeah, because there's black lives. They matter.
Black Lives Matter.
All right.
But I was saying that you can just buy Instagram followers,
Yeah.
and then, like it's like 10 grand to buy 1 million Instagram followers. That's a pretty good investment for if you wanted to be
Yeah.
famous
Do they get distributed
over days.
really so it doesn't all at once?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I would do that. But I would try to do it. Do they have like a year package?
I'm not sure.
If they had it over a year, that'd be awesome.
I would buy if I had the money to. If I had 10,000
Yeah.
and I was like I didn't need to spend it on anything, I was I'll just put it down to Instagram followers.
You could plan out your own spontaneous
rise
rise to fame.
Yeah,
And then you can celebrate Rosh Hashanah.
of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
And then you
course.
can control the weather and the banks. No. I was making a joke to the stereotype that Jewish people control the media and entertainment, which is also not true.
Well, we'll find out once we start getting some viewers.
Yeah. I guess we will. We'll have to say we'll take our blood oath. We'll we'll do the neti pot thing to clean our sinuses. And,
Neti pot.
yo, I used to smoke the neti pot, bro. I put crack in there, bro.
That's what I was grinding back in the day. I couldn't afford no Reggie. I had to get that neti pot.
Yeah, that was yeah, and we all had to bathe with one neti pot. That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
And then after that, we shat in an outhouse, and we used the iPhone 3.
Good times.
Yeah, great.
Good times.
Not like now.
I don't really have anything else.
No, this was a great first episode. We cut it here.
Okay.
Time for football.
That was the Sick Ghouls. Join us next time.